and love to pull people in. We're a small group, we're a team of 6, and we have that open door policy where we discuss things, we throw ideas out, we agree to disagree. If we have an idea, it don't just be like this one person's idea. We talk about it, we give the pros and cons, we get the best out of all the ideas, and we go with it. It's a team effort, it's a collaboration. It's what we do best, collaborate. We are like the men in black. We work behind the scenes. We collate all the data from the various LTs and we present it in a form to the president. We report to the office of the president. K is big into health and fitness. My grandmother and my grandfather, they didn't know about healthy eating. We were just poor and we had to eat what we had, which was vegetables most of the time. So my diet came from there. Sports has always been a big part of my life. So for me to understand what will propel my body to get the best out of it, I have to understand what to put into my body. There's something called diabetes. So diabetes runs in my family. And 5 years ago, I found out, I became diabetic. I said, no, this is not going to happen to me. So I was able to reverse it 5 years ago, and I've kept it off. Having turned, this young age, you have to do more. Like if I'm exercising 3 times a week, now I have to exercise 5 times a week. If I eat clean, 95% of my food is clean eating, I have to eat 100% clean. So it's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I like because I like anything that's challenging. I like to win. I like to be, I like to know what I'm doing and what I'm getting into, and I want to be a winner at the end of the day. I like to win. As you get older and you reach that golden age, for women, we have something called menopause. I don't experience hot flashes as such as what they say when they talk about menopause, and I feel free to talk about it because I want my fellow work colleagues and friends to know and to hear. Evening primrose is a good thing to use, and for those younger ones who are listening to this, should start early and not wait for when that time comes. But understanding your body and understanding the triggers, what triggers it, is important. Another big thing for K Boodram is charity. I've linked up recently with a Muslim group. They run a shelter down at the wharf in San Fernando. What they do on a Sunday, they drive around San Fernando, pick up the homeless, bring them to the shelter. They can have a shower, they could bring their clothes, and they have washing machines, dryer to wash and dry their clothes while they have a nice meal to eat. They get breakfast, they get lunch, and when they're leaving, they get a breakfast bag for the next day. I have another charity group. We do a lot of work. It's called One Love Charity. We serve over 12 to 15 orphanages throughout Trinidad and Tobago. I have a lot of NGC people who support this and love to pull people in. I tend to pull people in and love to pull people in. And if I know you need my help, I'm there for you. You eat good, you feel good. You run a 5K and you say, I did that, boy. You run a 10K and you said, well, I did that. You run a 20K. Butler is a 20K. And you run from San Fernando to Paisabat and you're like, wow, if I could do that, I could do more. I want to live to be 104, so it's important to me.